Hi, lovelies. I hope by the grace of God, you are doing great. Last week, I was here with you, and this week too, I'm in your homes to talk to you more about what do you know what you eat. I hope you've not missed me that much. And I know because of what I taught you last week, you are looking anxiously into what you are eating. That is good. Clap for yourself. This is Adeitans Kitchen. Healthy eating, healthy living. Thank you for always being here with us to learn. Please, everything we are learning, please, let's put it into practice. Let's put it into practice. Last week, we talked about proteins. And we said proteins are what? Who can remind me in their homes? Send me a comment at the comment section and I have a prize for you. The first person to send a message, I'll give you a prize. You love it. So we said proteins are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. And it is the only nutrient that contains nitrogen. And I told you examples of them and the functions and also the deficiency of protein. Today, we are looking at carbohydrates. It's another example or type of nutrients. We said there are 6: protein, carbohydrates, fats and oils, mineral salts, vitamins, and water. We've dealt with protein. We are dealing with carbohydrates today. So, what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So, these are just what comes together to form carbohydrates. Now, carbohydrates comprises of sugars, starches, and cellulose or fiber. Somebody will say sugar. Yes. Do you know that we usually say mango is sweet, orange is sweet? Where do you think that sugar comes from? The sugar in it is carbohydrates. We call them sucrose. We have sucrose, we have lactose that is found in milk, we have galactose. There are so many of the toast. All these ones are found from carbohydrates. Then starches, like the rice, we say rice contains starch. Yes. And cellulose. Now let's take orange for example. When you take orange and squeeze the juice out of it, what is inside is the fiber, cellulose. If you chew it, do you know what happens to you? You empty your bowels very freely. Good. I know you know. That's what I'm talking about. So all these are found in carbohydrates. Now the basic unit or the end product of all carbohydrates is called glucose. Glucose is what, when you eat carbohydrates, when the body breaks down carbohydrates, you get glucose. But before it comes to glucose, it first goes into what we call saccharides. We have, if it is 1, it is monosaccharide, sorry. If it is 2 or more, 2 is disaccharides, and 3 is polysaccharides. 1, monosaccharide. 2, disaccharide. 3, polysaccharides. Now when these saccharides enter into your body and they are broken down, the end result is glucose. Not the one we take in our mouth. No, this glucose helps the body to grow very, very well. Now, examples of foods that provide carbohydrates. You know a lot. We have the rices, we have the yam, cassava, plantain, potato. We have a whole lot of them. All these give us what? Carbohydrates. Now let's try and break down the sugar, the starch, and the cellulose. Now to the ordinary person, somebody will say sugar. Sugar is just a sweetener. No. Sugar is found in so many fruits, like I was saying. We have the sugar cane, we have the milk. All these have sugars. And also we have fruit sugar, grape has sugar, and a whole lot. They have sugar, like I said. Now for the starches, they are forms of carbohydrates stored as food in plants. And they are abound in cereals. That is the rice, sorghum, the corn, the millet, the plantains, the roots and the tubers, cassava, cocoyam, the legumes, the potato, and the rest. Now we have the fiber, like I was explaining, that when you are eating these foods, especially the fruits, please try and chew the whole bulk. The main function of the fiber is that it helps you to empty your bowels. As in, when you are toileting, it goes freely. You don't strain. And let me educate you a little on something. The more you strain, the more you pull the nerves in your anus. And that will give you pile. Pile in tree is cocoa. I don't know the other name, but I know it's in tree. It is cocoa pile. When you sit on the toilet seat for long, it strains your vein, the vein in your anus. And that causes pile, cocoa, hemorrhage. So, please, when you eat fruits, eat everything. It's not for the animals to chew. It is for we, the human beings, to chew. And it also helps in digestion. And you know one thing that helps for those of us who wants to slim down? The more fiber you eat, it makes you feel full, as if you are satisfied. So you don't eat much. So that is why the dietitians will tell you you need to eat more fruits and vegetables in your body. Why? Because when you eat them in your body, it's assumed that you are satisfied. So you don't take in much food, and it helps you for you to feel fuller so that you don't eat much and you reduces weight. Those of us who wants to reduce weight, I'm talking to. Yes. Now, like I was saying, that the main function of carbohydrates is to provide energy. It gives us energy in our diet. As a normal human being without energy, what happens? You get tired. You grow weak. You can't go out to do your day-to-day activities. And even in the Bible, it says that hands that has not worked should not eat. So without energy, can you go out? No. So we need to take in much or more carbohydrate food, please, depending on the work you are doing. If you are a sedentary worker, let's say you are in the offices, you don't walk about, you are in the condition sitting down regularly, please, if you take banku and fufu in the morning, do you know you're going to sleep in the office? But if you're a manual worker, like our masons, our carpenters, they use much energy. For them, a bowl full of awache, 2 rounds of fufu, for them, it's no bad deal at all, because they use much of their energy in working. So it depends on the work you are doing. So carbohydrates provide us with so much energy, and also they are widely available. They are the staple foods, and they are cheap. As little as 2 or 5 Ghana cedis, I believe you will get a carbohydrate food to add to your main food. It's very, very important. They provide us with energy that we need to help us to grow strong and do our day-to-day activities. If you have much carbohydrates in your food, the proteins will not be turned to carbohydrate for you. Now, deficiency. If you don't eat much carbohydrate, like I've been saying, can get kwashiorkor also. Some even get marasmus, and they are all found mostly in children. They lack carbohydrates, they lack protein, they get marasmus. So your child is falling sick always. Please check their foods and check what they take in. Today, we are looking at carbohydrates. Please go and make list of carbohydrate foods you know, and let's learn from it. Add carbohydrates to your diet, and it's going to help you in anything that we do. We'll continue same time next week. Don't miss out. We're going to learn the remaining nutrients that we have. God bless you. It's Adeitans Kitchen. Healthy eating, healthy living. Have a nice day. Bye for now.